Today on Real Life and Real Estate, who did you vote for? Well, welcome to Real Life and Real Estate. I'm Mark Peebles, here to help you live your best life and achieve ultimate success. And today I'm talking about all of our, everyone's favorite topic, and that is politics. Not really. Okay, but listen, let's talk about voting for 1 second. And when I have a vote for a home warranty company, I will always vote on Advantage Home Warranty. Advantage Home Warranty is my favorite home warranty in the business. I've been in this real estate business for over 18 years. I've done hundreds of transactions, and I've used so many different home warranties. Advantage Home Warranty is by far my favorite. That's because they are a local, family-owned business here in Ohio, and they provide great service. How do they provide great service? Well, one of the ways is that they own their own plumbing and HVAC company, and they control the service. They control the pricing. They make sure that you get the highest level of service. And so that's why I trust Advantage Home Warranty, and you should too. If you're in Ohio, check them out, AdvantageHW.com. That's AdvantageHW.com for Advantage Home Warranty. Now, let's get into politics. We have had an election. There has been a vote, and we have a new candidate for president. And I just want to know, Natalie, who did you vote for?
I can't tell you because I actually voted for you.
Really?
I wrote your name
You
in.
wrote me in?
I did.
Oh, goodness. How much was that? Was that like
I'll take the money now. Thank you so much.
Let's see.
He paid me to say that. I'm just kidding. There's a lot of cash there.
Yeah, do you know why there's a lot of cash there? Actually, we just got back from North Carolina.
I'm like,
and coming back from North Carolina, we had asked the the people that participated, they helped pay for all the food that happened.
Yeah.
And so a bunch of people handed me cash. That's why
that's how it works.
That's why I'm holding a bunch of cash.
Well, I'm one of those people that's like, as soon as I get cash, I throw it in the bank.
I know. Cash. Well, it's because I will have this in my wallet and I never spend it. Like I will bypass the cash every time and pull out my card. I don't know why. I'm a dork. Okay, but listen.
Anyways.
I'm not really talking about who you voted for. In fact, I don't care who you voted for. I don't even care who has won the election. Now, when we're recording this, we are post-election. We know that Donald Trump won the election, right? Mm-hmm. And so for part of the audience, they are freaking out right now because their candidate lost. For another part of the audience, you're totally celebrating right now because your candidate won.
I mean, this is every 4 years.
Every 4
2
years. Yep. And there's been so much anxiety. Do you know how many real estate deals, Natalie, I have had just over the past couple of months where people were looking and they're like, we want to wait and see what happens with the election. Or they'll,
it's over now.
Investment
Would you
deal.
like to buy a house?
That's exactly right. Here's the deal. I don't care who got elected because it doesn't change your vote. Who gets elected, who gets put into office, there might be some economic influence. There's always going to be some kind of economic influence. There's going to be influence on jobs. There's going to be influence on a number of different things across the country because of different platforms. But what platform do you stand on for your success? And today, my challenge to you is, now that the vote is over, vote on yourself, because that is where you are going to be successful. I have a dad. I've talked about my dad, Mike, before. My dad has been in this business 54 years. My dad has said to me, over that time, he was started in the early 70s, and he said, son, no matter who the president is, no matter what the economic state is, no matter what the policies and the laws being passed, no matter how much conflict there is in our world around us, people still buy and sell real estate. So that is going to go on. Things are going to keep going on. The question is, what are you going to do to control the things that you can control? Because if you want to be successful, people are always buying and selling real estate. And when people are buying and selling real estate, there are agents out there that are getting, they're going to get that business. Is it going to be you? So today, what I'm going to challenge you to is to vote on yourself. The big vote's over. Are you going to vote on yourself? That is the most important vote. So how do we do that? Well, Now that the election is over, no matter what happens in the economy, no matter what happens with social policy, you have to make the decision to do the things that only you can do to control your destiny, control the controllables. So let me give you just a couple of examples of things that right now you need to be controlling. First thing is you need to control your knowledge and your skills. You need to make a decision that you are going to grow in your knowledge and in your skills. You need to study the real estate market. You need to become a better agent. I've talked about this before, but one of my favorite places to go and study the market and understand what's happening, at least on a national level in the market, is I go to MyKCM, Keeping Current Matters, mykcm.com. What a great resource it is. It's like 30 or 40 bucks a month. I've been paying for it for years. I go through their monthly market reports every single month. And they put out a lot of other great content during the month, but that's just one place you can go. The other thing is your local MLS boards put out so much data. Are you studying that data every month? Are you studying individual markets? Because you need to grow in your knowledge. Maybe you need to grow in your knowledge in different areas of real estate. Maybe you have some clients right now who are investors. Are you studying the investment market? Are you studying how to be better at advising them on making good investments? Which I've always been one to say that if you are in real estate, you should be the professional that is advising your clients on how to invest in real estate. You're not advising them on how to invest in the stock market or mutual funds or bonds or whatever. That's not your job, but you are a real estate expert. You need to become an expert on how to invest in real estate. So maybe you need to grow your knowledge in that area. Maybe you just need to grow your overall knowledge of new construction, right? Maybe you need to grow your knowledge in just various areas across the real estate market. I saw something new yesterday, actually. It was a subject to property, a subject to contract that I received. Now, there's been a lot of talk of the whole subject to. I've always said it's a land contract, basically, where you're taking over someone's mortgage, but it's subject to owner financing. I received my first actual contract on one of the properties that we have listed just yesterday. Maybe you need to understand that, because a subject to or a land contract is sometimes a great way to help your clients obtain property with little or no money out of pocket. Are you familiar with that? So there's a lot of opportunity to grow your knowledge. The other thing you need to grow is your skills. You know, we are all professionals in this business. I say we're marketing professionals. We need to know how to market properties. We need to know how to market ourselves. So we're marketing professionals. We're also sales professionals. We need to know how to sell ourselves. We need to understand how to sell when it's the right time. And, you know, sales sometimes gets a bad rap, and I hate when people call me a salesman. I'm sure it's uncomfortable for a lot of you as well. I just don't like the term. But the reality is, in sales, we are helping people make good decisions. And so there's nothing wrong with closing a client when you see them in a house, you know the house is right for them. They have been looking for a while. They need someone to push them over the edge to make the right decision. That's perfectly ethical in our business for you to do that. And so we are sales professionals. You know what? We're also negotiation professionals. And there's a lot of skill that goes into being a great negotiator. This is where I always encourage you, go take a negotiation class, get a negotiation certification. So we're marketing professionals. We are sales professionals. We are negotiating professionals. These are all areas of skill that we can improve. So improve your knowledge, improve your skills. Those are controllables for you. So vote on yourself. Improve your knowledge, improve your skills. Then work on your daily habits. Another way that you can vote on yourself and you know that you're making a good decision is to say, I am going to develop great daily habits. So one of the things that I've always said is we all carry these in our pockets, right? We all have maps on them. We all have our photos on them. But guess what? There's also this little thing in there called a calendar, right? So what are you putting on your calendar every day? Some days, which are beautiful days sometimes, when you've been crazy busy and you've got a day that there's nothing in the calendar. It's one of the reasons, Natalie, that one of my favorite days is Thanksgiving.
Is it really?
Yeah, I love Thanksgiving.
Well, I mean, the food's great.
Yeah, the food is great. I get up, I watch, it's tradition, we watch the Macy's Day Parade.
Okay.
And I don't get any text messages during that unless it's someone saying Happy Thanksgiving. And then
nice.
I don't get any work emails.
Mm-mm.
And then, we always watch the dog show. That's a very important thing in our family is that we're going to watch the dog show, see what dog wins this year. We really get into it too. We're like, yeah, no, I'm just kidding. We're not really like that. But and then
I'm
I
not
know
gonna judge you. If you like the dog show, that's really great.
it really
I'm
is.
not gonna
We
watch the
do
dog show.
enjoy it. We do
I
enjoy
watch
it.
like Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Well, see, and there's
which
nothing
also
wrong with
is
that.
totally opposite.
That's right. But here's the thing. I love those days where there's nothing on my calendar.
Oh yeah.
However, and Thanksgiving's one of those days, right? We all need those every once in a while, but every day should not be like that when you're in the real estate business. You should have things on your calendar. Now you say, but I'm not working with any clients right now. Great. What is on your calendar to help you generate business, to help you generate clients, to help you build relationships that matter in this business? You need to be building relationships on a daily basis with people who could be your potential clients. All right. And so what are those daily habits going to be? Lead generation. You're going to schedule an hour, sometimes maybe 2 hours a day. If you have zero business going, you're going to think of every person, go through your database, which you should be keeping a database, find every person that you haven't talked to in the last several months and start picking up the phone. Or, we also use text messaging. That's one of the nice things. Now you don't have to call everybody, but you can at least send a text message, say, hey, I was thinking about you, and ask people to help you with your business, right? So lead generation, and then client and lead follow-up. One of the great things that people miss oftentimes is that you actually have clients right now that you're working with, or clients that have just closed, or clients that you have a listing right now where the listing hasn't sold yet. Guess what? You can be servicing that client by regularly communicating with them. And guess what? Every time you communicate with them, you can't over communicate, but if you over communicate with them, they're going to feel like they're being very well served. And your best time to get a referral is when someone has their house listed with you, or when someone has a house under contract with you, because guess what? They're telling everyone about it. You want them to be like, yeah, and my agent is amazing. Yeah, our house is still on the market, but he calls me every couple of days and gives me an update. Or every time there's a showing, he calls the other agent, gets feedback, and reports back to me. His communication has been excellent, and they will feel well served, and they're telling other people about it during that time. So do not neglect the fact that you have current clients that you are serving, and if you're serving them well, they're going to talk about it, and it's a great way to build your business. So touch base with your clients and then follow up with old leads. There's an agent, I'm going to have him on the show, he's in our company, but he took like 200 old leads that actually another agent had and then left our leads program. And so she said, I'm going to transfer all of my leads over to Cameron. Cameron gets these leads and he goes through, some of them were a year old, and he starts picking up the phone. And the first day of calling, he set 13 appointments because he started calling old leads and just reconnecting with them. All right. So you do need to spend some of that time following up. But these things are an everyday thing, and it needs to be on your calendar. It needs to be a real appointment. You actually have to show up for this time. So you want to vote on yourself, work in some good daily habits. Then the last thing that I'm going to say, you want to vote on yourself, decide that you're going to go all in. Now, I'm not saying that, if you're a part-time agent, you need to quit your job and go all in. There are some people, this is a beautiful thing about real estate, there are some people that want to be part-time agents, And let me tell you, I know a lot of people that make $100,000 a year very part-time, right? They do a few deals a year, maybe a couple of deals a month, and they are very part-time, working another full-time job, or a lot of stay-at-home moms and even stay-at-home dads, right? That want to generate extra income, make very good livings working very part-time. And what I'm saying in going all in is you need to make a decision in your mind, even if you're working another job, but you need to make a decision that you are a real estate professional and go all in on what that means. Okay. So what does it mean? Well, it goes right back to these other two things. It means that you're going to grow in your knowledge and skills. You're going to have real estate conversations with people, and you are going to ultimately portray yourself as the professional of choice when it comes to buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Go all in on that. It is a mindset, and you've got to have the right mindset. Sometimes, man, you know what? That would make a good show sometimes. We should talk about like Monday mindsets or something.
Yeah, wow, never heard of that.
No.
Actually, we have Monday mindsets.
Oh, we do. We do. Right. Yeah, you want to get in the right mindset.
Every Monday, we post Monday mindset.
Okay, well then, the next one we record is going to be a go all in mindset.
Go all in mindset.
There you go. There we go. Make a note. Mental note coming. Okay, there we go. It's on the hand. It's official.
I'm actually going to write it down.
I just challenge you to go all in. Vote on yourself. It doesn't matter who the president is. I mean, yes, it matters for some things, right? And it depends on which side of the aisle you're in, or maybe you don't even care, right? But some people certain things are more important. Guess what? Whoever the president is it's what it is, right? What is important is, are you voting on yourself? Are you taking your success into your hands, and are you controlling the things that you can control? Because if you do that, you're going to win your personal election and live your best life, achieve ultimate success every single time. Have a great week.